Hello, everyone, and welcome to another UH Esports stream. I make another appearance today after streaming Valorant yesterday. I'm here for Rivals this time. Shout out Kenworth for making me do the stream tonight. I'm pretty excited. Got dual Ethans casting now, so that should be a lot of fun. And I guess speaking of personnel for tonight, why don't we go ahead and introduce the rest of the team as well?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and cut over to our 6-team menu. Get that through. So do you want to introduce the 6 of them?
Sure, yeah. So we got some different heroes for today, maybe, than you've seen, right? So, of course, we have Acco 4 on the Hulk as a... Let's see. Well, there we go. Okay, as a computer science major. Next up is Rapture Bishop, who is an aerospace engineering major, loves Angela. And then we have good old Kenworth on the Thing, of course. Love him to death. Political science major for him. Next up, Reality Aerospace Engineering major, loves Bucky or Winter Soldier. Next up, we have CK01, who is a biochem major. Nope, that's wrong. I missed it. There we go. Elementary education. I forgot, actually. I knew that because I did the website. And yeah, loves Penny. I'm going to have trouble with the names tonight. It's going to be quite funny. And then finally, we have one Wildy Boy on Mantis, of course, as a biochem major. So, going into the game tonight, obviously, I have seen a few of the streams, but I haven't fully paid attention. So, what are we looking for in terms of UAH to do tonight versus this SWOSU blue team?
So I think one thing to note is that one Wildy Boy, Izzy, he's actually on Mantis tonight. So usually he's an main, but I believe it was against Tennessee where they hard banned Invis and he didn't have another healer to go to.
Okay.
So I think the reason he's going Mantis is because he's picked recently. So big new character, looking out for performance for that. But I'm trying to think. So we got Izzy on the new character, right?
Okay.
But the other thing is that probably those strange ults. Strange ults have always been a problem for the Charger team.
Gotcha.
I think Rapture Bishop is usually change a lot of ults. So
yeah.
we're really looking for that. That's something they really struggled against Tennessee. Is they just kept not communicating those ults and using them. So that's what we're hoping for. Really ults and checking out these new characters.
Yeah, it's definitely a big problem. If we cut back to our camera real quick, I have another fun thing to talk to you about. So, you weren't here last week, but on our Overwatch stream last week, we announced our first sponsor, mechanicalkeyboards.com. We're very excited to have them in the program, and I showed you the keyboards earlier. And I know you don't like the form factor, but in terms of the quality, what did you think of them so far?
Honestly, I like mechanical keyboards, but I love how much they move. I really like the sound of mechanical keyboards. They just got that sound and the right feel for it.
Nice.
So I myself do not like 60% keyboards, but I do like the feel of those keyboards. They're really nice.
Yeah, and so we actually have 2 players. They gave us 6 units to use in the facility, which is awesome. 2 of which are in service tonight, right behind us, where Marvel Rivals is going at it. It's Rapture Bishop and Kenny, believe it or not, are both on them. So far, nothing but good reviews, so I look forward to talking to them in the interview about it tonight. But in the meantime, we're going to wait to get set up here in the lobby, and we're going to toss it to a quick break. Stay tuned as we go into the first playoff match for Marvel Rivals Blue in NECC Division 3. See you soon.
Alrighty, welcome back. So first round domination per usual. We're gonna go ahead and get our map, Clintar. Horrid map. I hate this map.
Okay.
It's God poverty map.
Could you give me a reason?
Okay, I really don't like the Clintar maps in general. So there's a convoy version of it too. The convoy, it's so defender based. The convoy at least, and it just caused me to hate the domination version too.
Okay.
But also there's so many straightaways on this map that I just feel like it's really big for poke and hit scan players.
Okay,
Just have way better chances on this. But especially because we don't really run poke or hit scan, so.
Oh. That's why. There we go.
We weren't tabbed in. There we go. Okay, yeah. So starting off with the Moon Knight ban, that's a target ban actually. Stun actually plays a lot of Moon Knight, usually his main.
Okay.
He's technically he's an Iron Fist main.
I was gonna say he's hovering it right now.
He's got 70 hours on Iron Fist, but for these tournaments, he's really been doing Moon Knight mostly. But Chargers always want to ban Gambit. They hate Gambit. Gambit's real big for poke, and then saving the thing for Bruthug. Elsa, terrible character. She's probably one of the best characters in the game right now. If you really think, they launched her, and then 4 days later did an emergency nerf because she was so broken. And then
interesting.
And then so season 7 started like 5 or so days ago, and they nerfed her again.
Oh, geez.
She was just absolutely broken.
And a Cloak and Dagger ban too.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
No, in GM Diamond Celeste, Cloak has been. Usually, you never see healer bans, but in ranked, at least now that there's 3 bans, people have been targeting her, and I guess it's carried over to here.
Okay, that makes sense. I do find it really funny. I was talking to Kenny before the game hours ago, and I was like, dude, what if they ban your thing? He was like, well, that's okay. We'll just protect it. And so I think he actually might have taken that to heart because they protected Thing tonight, which, granted, it's like he is incredibly good on the character, so I don't blame them at all. But I wonder if that little conversation meant something. Who is that ban right there? I can't quite tell for UAH.
Oh, that's on the mole. So, Chargers are running. Might have to pause. That's fun. But, okay, so we're running poke tonight. We never run poke.
Oh, no.
Poke.
Yeah.
But we're running it tonight for whatever reason. Magic and Angela are such characters.
Okay.
But the 3 of them are all dive characters. Iron Fist, Angela, Magic. So, Namor is probably the biggest anti-dive.
Interesting. And, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. This means a team-up, correct? These 2 little markers right?
No. Angela and Manta do not have a team-up.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't actually know what the markers are. I've never even looked at them.
Okay, great.
But we'll know the team ups.
Okay, who do they protect?
We protected. No, that is Jean Grey.
Okay, gotcha.
Also known as oh my god, I've forgotten her name. Jean Grey's her actual Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Phoenix is her in-game name, but her actual name is the Bucky band. Yeah, Reality, huge Bucky player.
That's a big deal.
Reality's real big on Bucky. But looks like we protected Invis for.
Okay.
Invis has actually probably been one of the best healers in the game up until the turn to the.
Interesting.
So I believe she has a new team up as of recently, but her healing shields, her E as well as her right mouse don't do as much healing as.
Okay.
Punisher, yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Punisher, not gonna blame. I mean, his shotgun, Punisher's shotgun is cool, but it's one of the incredibly high ceiling.
I think I remember in the quarterfinals match I casted last year, actually last semester. I saw Reality on the Punisher, and he was going ham. It could have been Bucky as well because I just didn't know the character. But yeah, that's funny.
The thing about because you've done the overall, right?
Yes.
He's probably just like Soldier 76. But the thing about Punisher is that his shotgun, the way it works, it's like an actual shotgun. The more spread out it is, the damage it. Well, the more spread out, the less damage. So what you can do is you can walk up to healers, the thing where they have all this extra health and shield, and if you do it just right, you can insta-kill them with that shotgun.
Gotcha.
It's 1 out of a million Punisher players, but like, it's just enough that it's worth a ban. Plus, he's a play again. But he's a big counter to the thing in the whole. Which is actually the 2 of them have a team up. Pain Bros team up.
That's a big deal. I remember the second that happened, and they were in one of their Friday practices here in the room. They were just like going ridiculous. I was sitting over here uploading stream VODs or something, and I could just hear it through the several layers of wall.
Hulk actually got buffed recently. He'd been season 3. He was a hard ban in ranked.
Interesting.
They nerfed him, so he just nobody banned him. But now he's got the team up, and they buffed him again in this. gone back to a dive poke meta.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like Hulk and Thing. You know, I myself will never run that. I always hate it, but Chargers love it.
That doesn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah.
They love all the weird stuff.
Yeah. Rapture taking a lot of damage. Got to get down there with his second healer. The thing about Mantis, though, Mantis does not do enough healing if you're taking damage. And Hulk and the Thing just eat damage.
Interesting. It's something interesting as well. You said Izzy is our Invis player, but it's actually Rapture on Invis this time around, and we have Izzy on the Lotus, which we knew pre-game, but
Izzy and I queued a bunch not too long ago, and he was just running Mantis and Jane.
Nice.
Two big characters. But yeah, ever since that hard ban of Invis, he's been picking up new characters.
Speaking of which, that was a nice first fight there.
Yeah, no, first fight, phenomenal by the Chargers.
Absolutely. I didn't even get a chance to really see the kills or what had happened, but I mean, hey, we take those all day.
This enemy team running Elsa and Jean, I mean, those are such huge damage characters, as well as this Venom, but Venom's not going to stand a chance against Thing in the back.
Good healing as well, actually. There's a lot of people that are getting taken pretty low, and I think our strategists are doing a really good job at the moment of keeping them alive. And, oh man, it's getting close.
Right there. Oh, I definitely like to see that Invis up more. Oh, out comes the Mantis ult. Down she comes. Oh, down goes 2, 3.
Woo!
Look at that. 4. Yeah, just the Venom and Luna. Luna is out. Venom able to get away.
And that is okay. That ult seems to have been like the tide changer in that one, because that was essentially a team wipe for SWOSU Blue, or I guess for UAH with taking down SWOSU Blue. And now look at this. We have basically 4 ultimates up for UAH. But that also means SWOSU's probably coming up on a few as well, so that we're going to have a big team fight in our hands.
No, that Mantis ult is phenomenal. See, because it's not so much healing-based like the Invis ult. The Mantis ult is healing and damage, so you just get those huge buffs, especially when you combine the Thing and the Hulk ult. Ult, sorry, team up. Look at that eating at this Strange over here, having to come back. Pain Bro's in the backline, just not able to hold. Thing ult canceled the Thing ult. That gets away. Look at that Elsa ult, able to grab Hulk and Thing out of his ult. Down goes Jean. Hulk destroying this backline, frozen by the Luna. Thing having to run away. That Invis able to get him out of there. It's looking like the SWOSU Blue team just has nothing for the Pain Bros team up. Nothing at all. Especially with the Punisher ban, because that's such a huge counter to this team up.
Something interesting as well is we've seen the strategists get taken to really low damage, but I feel like SWOSU's ticket into this is going to be killing the supports. Because UAH supports, I don't think they've died yet this game, and Brothug is just thinging it up right now, straight into this cloud of people. Yeah,
able to take out that enemy. Invis, Jean ult comes down, does not matter. Look at that. Stun takes out 2. Look at that huge team ult. First point's looking like it's going to go to our Chargers.
Absolutely.
And yeah, SWOSU, they portaled too. I don't know if you heard the portal, but yeah, just not able to get it from that.
Man, that's a nice start, right? I mean, obviously, look, there's a few things here, but I think SWOSU's going to have to consider how they go into this next few maps.
They're running the Jean and Elsa, and Jean and Elsa are, you know, I wouldn't say there's big counters to Pain Bros team up as the Punch, but they're still phenomenal characters.
Yes, for sure. So here's something about Rivals too, which I find interesting. Not this way in Overwatch. We save ults here? So we got Brothug 12 with an ult going into this next fight too. That also means, first of all, we don't know who's on SWOSU. We don't know what their comp is, but if they have any ults that have carried over, they could get some nice momentum going into Game 2 of this map.
Especially because we burned our Magic, we burned our Iron Fist, we burned Invis, but we're coming up on the Mantis, we're halfway in Hulk, and we have the Thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope they're able to do the same thing again.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Listen, these maps are just so awful. Like, you can't see anybody until you're all the way here on this. But I see a Jean. Oh yeah, no, it looks like they're running. Oh, they are running Emma now. Emma and Groot. Groot to cut off the heals. Emma to lock them in place. Such phenomenal characters to go again. I would like to see them run the SWOSU team if they can bring up more dive counters. But, oh, look at that.
Here he goes.
Able to kill Invis in her ult. Look at that.
Thinging it up.
Yes, sir. Down goes 4. They're going to be able to ace.
Oh, my gosh.
Not able to get the last 2, but takes the point.
There we go. That was a huge first fight. I don't think any ult's coming out from SWOSU there. maybe one, and that one thing ult, and also I think the Mantis.
Yep.
So both of those coming out, that's an emphatic first fight. UAH going to want to carry that momentum and take this first map. In a best-of-5 series, I think that's important to mention. Lots of stamina required for both sides here. Ooh, interesting. A lurking SWOSU player here. The rest of the team's joining. Ak has got to get out of there and get some healing.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't swapped some more dive counters. You know, I know Nemwar's banned, Punisher's banned, but, you know, they could go Wanda or something to get that, or Elsa in the backline. Magneto's taken out, though. At that by Izzy of all people.
You know what? I think we saw some backline dive there because I don't know how that happened. It looked like all of them are grouped up in that same area. Speaking of grouped up, everybody right here for this whole ult.
Else just demolished.
Are we keeping them like in their spawn right now? This doesn't feel anywhere close to the objective where we're standing right now.
Objective's back here, and their spawn's all the way on the other side of this rock formation.
Gosh, and man, we've got Invis ult here too. This is looking pretty good for UAH. One team fight might change the momentum though.
Elsa not able to take down anybody though. Gun takes out that Elsa. Down goes our mag. Their mag. Yeah, they just have nothing for this dive by our Charger Blue. Already back at their spawn again. Healer's gotta get up there.
Oh, he's thinging it up, and they just get out. They just get out. SWOSU can do nothing here. This is incredible to watch, actually.
Things E, you know, that's what allows him to jump. I mean, it's such a phenomenal, but especially because he has that that F down there, which lets him jumps to enemies. Jumps in, right mouse punch, right out.
As Kenny likes to say, oos oos. Yeah, that's his favorite thing.
Look at that. Takes out that Elsa again. Oh, I didn't even hear the magic ult.
It just came in.
Look at that. Elsa grabs them, charges
big
both
damage.
healers. Down goes Thing. Stun is out. Charger's just gonna have to give up this point. That down goes Magic.
There we go. All right, so 99%. Okay, so SWOSU finally got theirs in. Big ults, taking them down. But look, UH is already on 4 ults here. So 99%, they're gonna dump all these ults straight onto SWOSU.
The thing for rivals, though, I don't know about Overwatch. I don't play a lot of Overwatch, but even if the Chargers win completely squad wipe, it goes to an automatic overtime at 99%.
Okay, so they're gonna try and strange portal back essentially into this. There's 3 ults on point right now.
Yeah, look at that, Chargers cleaning out. Down goes 2. Sounds like a Gene ult. Yep, Gene
there
ult.
we
Not
go,
able to take
baby.
Anybody, somebody over there needs to swap to Strange immediately if they want any chance at making it through here. But looking like they're not going to make it at all. Yeah, no Strange swap. No idea what's going on there, but it looks like this first game is going to our Chargers.
Man, oh yeah, that was real
Beautiful.
pretty. Oh yeah,
SWOSU not able to get anything out of that. They're really going to have to bring themselves together on this domination map.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Or convergence.
Now, it was hard to tell from my observing, so unfortunate, but aside from Izzy, you think, is there a different MVP you saw from UAH in that?
Probably Kenny.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal in the thing. I mean, he's just in, out, just dominant, especially when he gets that team up from the Hulk.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It's just such huge damage you can get out of that. It's like post-game stats. Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Rapture
my
able to
gosh.
heal, but look at all that blocked damage by the Chargers.
Look at the elim differential here.
Yeah, that Elsa 0-6, 10k damage. I mean, they did good damage. They just couldn't clean anybody out.
Exactly. And I think it goes back to what I was mentioning earlier, where they were getting insane damage onto everyone in the front line, but they couldn't get active into UH's backline. Also because UH plays really well as a team. Yeah. And so since they couldn't get active into the backline and to try and take down the strategists who were just sending more heals at the front line, who could also escape, by the way, because they just have the abilities to jump away. Yeah, SWOSU basically didn't have a chance to take down anyone there. And they got the hint and changed it in that last fight where they finally actually capped the point. But
see, I wouldn't even say it was that they were able to cap it. I'd say it's more that they're too reliant on.
Okay.
I'd say the Chargers are more skill-based, whereas the SWOSU team is really ult-reliant.
Okay, I can see that.
You know, they made it to the playoffs, but ults aren't just going to get through. You're going to need technical skills. Yeah, I mean, they were just burning through ults. Every time they got one, immediately Chargers able to save them and combine them together.
Yeah, that is the indicator of a team that practices a lot too. Because I know, every Friday these guys are in here just grind and practice out together. And so SWOSU, who is a varsity program, by the way, I'm sure their coach is requiring them to practice somewhat. So,
I don't think I've ever not seen practice. I see them solo queue occasionally, but like anytime I open Discord or I open Rivals myself, they're online.
Exactly.
They just play so great.
Well, I'll tell you what, as we look at the stats here, we're going to take a quick production break before the next map, and we will see you all very shortly. Stay tuned. by the way, if we're not tabbed into. All right, and we are back here into map 2. All right, so let's break down what happened in map 1 here as we go into map 2. So UAH taking the first series. That's what we love to see. So now SWOSU gets map pick on this one. As Brothug has just said in chat, it is going to be a convergence map. And what do you think SWOSU's going to change up for this one?
Well, so honestly, they were running Jean and Elsa last time, and those characters are against the Thing and Hulk. They just were not playing as a team right there. So I guess what they really need to do is they really need to counter that dive, maybe or something. You know, Wanda would be great, but Cloak was banned last time, so they
right.
Yeah, if SWOSU could get more Wanda and maybe find a way to really counter that Pain Bros team up, you know, they just have a much better shot at doing this.
Yes, that is to say the least. Do you think there's going to be a target ban from the side of UAH here? Do you think, or excuse me, from the side of SWOSU? Are they looking to get rid of maybe a Thing here? They get first ban, so this could be a big deal for UAH.
So yeah, honestly, I think they're more likely to probably ban that Magic or Iron Fist. Magic and Iron Fist were just in their backline. I mean, they just could not do it. You know, you can't counter Pain Bros if the counters are always. First ban's going to be Hulk.
Ooh.
Who could have seen that coming? Pain Bros out.
Interesting.
Probably going to ban Gambit right here. Would not be surprised.
Sure. I mean, like that's the insta ban, right? Yep. That's what allows UAH to kind of have the success. Immediate Gambit ban. That's why they have the success, right? Is because Gambit is just like the default character in these games, and so by forcing different teams to go off meta, it then makes what UAH does so much stronger. So no surprise there. No,
because see, the thing about Gambit's ult is what it does is insert everybody in his gets affected. You don't even have to be in front of him. If he can see you, it affects you.
I've heard this talk from Kenny before.
Punisher, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Protected the Thing, protects the Punisher.
So, okay, they're looking to punish more of that brawl then, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's what you were saying last, is Punisher's going to be a big component in that.
Yeah, I mean, his shotgun just eats through people. I mean, it can do, if you're using it right, you can do 200-300 damage every single shot with it. And, you know, Thing and Hulk only having I think it's 650, 750 health. I mean, it just annihilates them.
And a penny ban. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they might have done some digging on the tracker for this one.
I believe Stun and ACK both run Penny.
Yes.
So, you know, being able to get those two out, especially this is such a huge Penny map. It's actually been removed from rank for the last 5 seasons, I think.
Oh, wow.
So it might be back in ranked, actually. I'd have to go check. Okay. But yeah, I'm actually surprised to see this map on here.
How do you feel about so many Vanguard bans, too?
Yeah, no, tank bans, I mean, are just, your Chargers are such huge tank players, especially being able to move up with them.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get tanks out, but you know that's also going to affect them. Chargers really play a lot of off-meta tanks.
Right.
But yeah.
We got a Winter Soldier pick here, and I can't tell it.
Probably for reality.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, Namor was banned again.
There you are. All right.
But yeah, Chargers play so many off tanks. It's actually because, you know, the meta tanks right now are probably, I'd like to say Groot, Emma, Mag, and Strange. Well, actually, Strange has been nerfed recently.
Okay.
So 3 meta are probably Groot, Mag, Emma. And pretty much every team we watch them play against are always on. Those 3 Chargers are off tank.
Well, there you go. Makes it more fun for us, to say the least.
Look at that Gene ban. Another huge counter to Thing.
Or pick, rather.
Yeah, pick,
yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so they saw the Thing pick, and they know that UH is going to excel in Brawl, even playing off tanks. They still choose to ban the Vanguards anyway, whether it be for map reasons or for character reasons. And then,
target ban on Wildy.
Yeah, so...
Especially because the way Mantis works is she can put her damage boost and her healing boost. She can click it on you. She doesn't even have to be near you anymore. You get it for like 7 to 10 seconds. So Hulk and Thing can just rush in with that damage boost. Knock, run out the moment it ends. Emma ban, Emma huge. Especially because Emma can use her shift and then use her dash to grab Thing. Punisher and Jean walks up. It's the end. He's just out.
Okay, so let's see what we get comp-wise here. We got a Moon Knight, obviously, because that escaped the bans this time around. And then, of course, we have Winter Soldier pick as well here. So
Rapture back on Angela. Angela's such a fun character, especially on this map.
Well, maybe I'm mistaken, but she kind of got nuked this most recent patch, right? Angela did?
Okay, so I think everybody's confused on that one. So her ult, well, we're not even running Angela, but so her ult went from 750 health to 650 health.
Okay.
Because if you don't know what her ult is, it's this big spear, and basically anybody near it gets put on a leash.
Okay.
They get
gotcha.
locked where they are, can only go so far.
Yeah.
They nerfed the health on it, but what they ended up doing was they buffed the amount of damage she does when she uses her, not her shift, I think it's her E, but when she drops down onto the ground. So she does more damage than her melee on the ground now.
Oh, okay. So they tried to. It's basically give and take. They give you more damage on the ground. They take away some health.
Yeah.
The ult.
But
Okay.
they did also nerf the ult charge on it, so it takes longer to get that ult.
Ah.
So, well, yes, it's an nerf, but the nerfs are basically just on her ult, because most of her damage base, weapon and ground does more. Plus, so she has this attack where she's in flight mode with her spear, where she can jab at people. First jab on a person always does more damage, and I believe they buffed the amount of damage it does.
Okay.
Oh, enemy team's portaling. You heard it just barely.
I did not actually. So I'm glad you called that out.
Yeah.
But they're already here.
There's the mag. There's the Jean. Portal's behind. Not sure where though. Yep. There's the sound of it. Where are they at? Ah, they're there. Oh, Punisher turret. Yeah. Look at that pirate ship comp right there. Look at that. Down goes Invis. Down goes Cloak.
That's big
Chargers.
damage.
Both healers immediately. Goes 2 more. Able to take out that Iron Fist though. Just moon. Yeah.
Wow.
Pirate ship comp. Always a fun one. Sucks to play against though.
Yeah, I'm wondering if UAH was able to kind of read that and put that together.
Yeah. Wildy's not going to make it, though. May as well just turn back. Unless that portal... Nope. Portal does not make it.
Oh, it's awkward, though, because Thing is thinging it up right now in here, and
goes
there he goes.
Kenny.
Yeah, that is not good at all. I mean, the rest of the team's here to try and make this work, but I have a feeling this is a pretty gnarly stagger here, and UH is going to fall even further behind here on
Look
map
at
2.
that, and now this SWOSU team's just all the way up here, basically back at their spawn. Chargers just get so spread apart here. Yeah, no, pirate ship comp is like, I myself run pirate ship comp all the time, It just basically what that is you set up a Punisher turret on the cart or through a portal, Strain stands in front of his shield. You can't break the turret, can't hurt them, shield gets it. Turret just annihilates.
Yeah. They've got SWOSU off this front area here, but a good amount of payload has already been pushed up here. This corner going to be a really difficult choke as well. Yeah. Breathhug being kept alive, but not for much longer
damage
here.
She's taking. That's what I was saying about the Punisher. The shotgun and the main gun just eats him alive. But out comes a Punisher ult, 2 healing ults as well. Look at that.
Yeah, we're in ult soup right now. Lots of damage. ACK low. Thing
Able
as
to get
well.
away. Thing barely survives. Strange ult. Doesn't look like it gets anybody, but does not matter. Down goes Kenny. Down goes Stun. Looks like healers might make it out. Nope. Down goes Izzy.
Oh,
Yep. Down goes our Chargers. Really struggling in this second round.
I'm curious to know what seems to be the big issue right now, because it seems a little bit of a comp swap here, and some pretty good tank bans has UH has fallen apart pretty hard in this early game.
I'd say the main thing is that they have that Punisher now. Punisher eats the thing alive. I mean, you can't even play dive against this because the dagger can swap to cloak and just has this insta lock onto you plus the Punisher. Ooh, Magalt. Is this Magalt gonna nail ACK? Does not look like it, but he's able to take out reality with it though. Yeah, ACK. Oh, Thingalt just takes them out. Died though. Look at that. That's what I was saying about Punisher just annihilates him.
Yeah. So now that he used his ult, you think he's looking to switch here?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he swaps, but no, it looks like he's sticking to this off tank. Even though he's being hard countered by the Punisher, he's just not swapping off of it.
Well, they somehow kept the space here too. I'm confused because it's not like they got great trades through that team fight. SWOSU should be able to push us forward pretty easily because we have a few rotates.
Chargers had a Cloak ult down. Cloak ult lasts just basically forever, so it gave them enough time that SWOSU wasn't willing to push into it all. But yeah, here comes this enemy Cloak ult. Chargers Invis ult just in time, but was not able to save reality.
That's rough. We got a Moon Knight ult here as well, and there it goes.
Bring it down. Strange ult. Ooh, it barely survives it. Moon Knight ult. Down goes the enemy Strange. Done, barely alive. Yeah, Kenny eating them, but he's just getting annihilated by that Punisher. It looks like he's on his turret in the back, not able to see it. Enemy Invis ult. That's such a waste of an ult.
Yeah, this is really interesting. They've actually done a really nice job here of stalling SWOSU. Yeah. SWOSU, pretty emphatic start to this, but we're nice and parked here. This seems like a pretty difficult choke point here. We're coming up on a few ults for UAH, and I'm sure SWOSU is on the way as well. Breathhug's got to stay alive here if UAH want any chance in this next team fight where we start getting ult soup again. That's a nice frag, though. We got Breathhug getting one, but he's so low. Is he able to take out the Iron Fist?
Look at that rapture. Ooh,
here it is.
Look at that.
Oh!
Ult. Down goes 3.
Huge ult.
Look at that. Look at that combo. Able to take out the mag as well. Strange is going to follow. Out goes Strange.
That's a huge fight. That's a huge fight.
No, able to take out 2. It's such a weird ult comment because they're both stun ults, but I mean it worked.
Yeah.
I'd say the only thing I'm worried about is they no longer have a stun ult to freeze anybody in place.
So I think why that works so well is because it's stun ults, but in a choke point.
Yeah.
So not only was everybody stunned, but they can just funnel the damage all into the same spot, and that just melted SWOSU down. Hopefully, Charger's able to carry that momentum for the rest of the series here. SWOSU stalled out pretty hard here, but all it takes is one more fight to get them back active again. So we'll see if they're able to pull it off. 3 ults again for UAH. This is crazy. They come up so
Rapture
fast.
taken out by that Punisher. Look at that. I think what they really got to worry about is that enemy Strange, because if Strange is able to get those healers, it's just out for them. But especially because they're running Magneto as well. Magneto's such a hard counter to Cloak and Dagger. So yeah, here comes the Cloak. Are we going to hear it? Yep, Magneto ult. Is he going to be able to take her away, or should get out? Gets away, not able to put down anybody, blocked. Reality takes out this enemy Punisher. Look at that. Brutha coming through.
A lot of members low.
Down comes the Invis. Look at that.
Oh, big
Izzy
stun.
Not 5 goes 5. Yeah, no. So the enemy team double ulted there. Could have been good for Chargers, but Izzy was not able to put down that invisible in time.
Yeah, that stun I saw on the top of the screen here. It looked like 4 members of UH were stunned.
Chargers not able to make it. The second point goes to SWOSU.
2 minutes 18 left. Oh, and Reality's dead already. I guess he staggered pretty hard there.
Yeah.
I feel like, not worst case scenario. They still have another 2 minutes to work this out, and I'm hoping their attack is a little bit better as well. Maybe can try and work something out in the comp to make it happen. We'll see. I don't know, the thing is working out decently well right now, but it feels like it's just a comp diff as a whole. In addition, I feel like SWOSU is playing much better as a team, and man, a little bit of feeding maybe from Rapture Bishop here, as getting a little too active there in the front line.
Punisher ult. Down comes the Invis Punisher eating at thing. Is he going to be able to survive? Moon Knight ult as well. Down goes 2. Yeah, I'd say back to what you're saying about the feeding. Angela, dive characters in general, if you're not getting any value out of dive, why are you staying on dive? Feeding them those ults and kills. Down goes that mag.
There we go. Okay, that was a nice little comeback there. 2 ults invested, so that's not great. But at the end of the day, they will charge back pretty fast. And we have 2 good ults of our own here. So hopefully, this is honestly even a gnarlier choke point right here. Yeah. So they can stall out progress here. They still have some hope on the attack after taking map 1 of this best-of-5 series.
That's actually part of the reason they took this map out of Ranked originally, was because of all these tight corners. I mean, it's just such a defender-based map. That's actually the reason SWOSU. Oh, look at that massive ult. Is he going to be able to take out anybody? Yeah, down goes the enemy Cloak. Invis ult comes down just in time, but Kenny died in the process of that. Strange, lost his Strange ult right here. Anything? Nope, not. Yeah, not sure what he was doing if he wasn't ulting. Down goes Chargers.
Oof. I don't even know how to break that one down. Just seemed like one thing went wrong after another.
Yeah.
Rough little team fight, and...
It sounded like their Strange portal. Is he going to try and trap them in their spawn? Yeah, he trapped them in their spawn. They can't leave now. Look at that. It's just Kenny. So that portal lasts about, what, 10, 15 seconds? So that's,
a few more
that's just all that
here,
time. Yeah, able to slick through. Kenny, down goes Brutha again. Sounds like an Iron Fist ult. Yeah. Chargers, look at that. Chargers just annihilated.
Okay, wait, the portal's worn off, but now, like, we're just balls deep diving the payload. Actually, off a few.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say off a few ults, but that's a huge stun.
SWOSU just launching ults back here just to secure this point. Not able to make it. Down goes Rapture.
Woof. Yeah, that was a different SWOSU than we saw before. That was a completely different team. They played so much more together, and they came up with the easy counters for the UH comp there. Let's see if we get some switch-ups here for the attack side.
I think I really would have liked to see the tank swap off of those. Chargers are really big on off-tanks, but, off-tanks they're playing. Yeah, especially because the Punisher and Gene 5 tanks, or the Thing especially, such a big target. I'm actually surprised because the Chargers are usually pretty good about swaps. I don't think I saw any swaps.
All right, let's see what we got this time. No, we're sticking...
I think if you press tab, we can look at our pre-game stat. Yeah, look at this mid-game stats right here.
Oh, yeah.
9 and 8 by Rapture. Good lord. And an 8 on Reality, but Brutha and Stun are able to hold there. Yeah, Brutha, 7 final hit.
All right, here we go. This is a swap, right?
Oh, yeah, Reality. Off of Bucky and onto Magic. It's a bit questionable, if they're running Punisher still. I mean, he just eats through dive characters.
Come on. You know
maybe they're looking to get more active on to the Punisher, because it's one thing, he's good on dive characters. Is he good versus 6 of them? You know? So maybe UAH looking to just get active here.
If Magic is able to sit on that Punisher, or even Rapture, that would allow Magic and our Thing to just be able to go through and just eat at them if he can keep the Punisher off of them. Looks like they're running a Groot, which is unfortunate for Kenny. Groot's such a huge counter to the Thing, mainly because the walls block off heals.
Right.
Yeah, Groot, you see how Groot's glowing in that big red line? He's got his E, his big wall, actually gives him a bunch of shield and extra health. It also makes him immune to CC.
That makes sense. That's why everyone tries to kill it then when I watch y'all's VODs, is because that's a big deal. Oh, huge frags though.
Groot, three of them are out. 4, they better portal soon if they want any chance at holding this. Look at that.
Yo, the magic swap, it literally instant.
Beautiful.
That was like such a change and a switch up from last. They have a Strange, so they might try and tap at the very least.
Their portal gonna make it? Oh yeah, able to touch just in time. Iron Fist makes it, allowing this portal to get here. Look at that Moon Knight able to lock them out. Down goes 2 more again. Moon Knight barely lives, but takes out 3, now 4.
Oh, and we have a disconnect. All right, well, let's throw it to camera here and talk a little bit more about the game we've seen so far. I mean, so UAH,
actually, it sounds like it's about to start.
Yeah, maybe. UAH, much more dominant first map compared to what we see right now, and I actually hear the game going again right now. So,
they paused again. I don't think they're meant to unpause.
Yeah, I think something weird's happening here.
Yeah, we'll let them figure that out right now. But yeah, no, Chargers, I mean, really rough start to this round, but they're able to lock it back with all these swaps in the second round.
Well, not even all these swaps. They swap one character, and reality just got instant. Like I said, you know, the Punisher's it was Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher.
Punisher's good against the dive, but when it's the whole team, right, it's completely different. So I guess we'll get back to game here and then see how the rest of this transpires here after the tech pause off a disconnect. And here we are, moving cart. I would argue, no, not faster than SWOSU did, because SWOSU actually got to tap one last time, whereas UAH didn't get the opportunity to tap. So, and let's see what they're able to do here.
I'm actually surprised they were able to make it that portal. I didn't even think about that Iron Fist rushing over there to go touch to give it time for the portal. You know, if somebody on the enemy team's touching point or anything, it does not move at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Kenny coming back up. Looks like they're running the exact same comp. No swaps after that. Punisher turret is eating at Kenny, though. Look at his health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, drowning right there. Angela and Magic in the backline, it sounds like, though.
He's getting kept really alive right now.
Yeah. Enemy Invis ult comes down. Chargers launch theirs as well.
Oh, here we go.
Huge thing ult. Look at that. Able to grab them. Look at that. Out goes that Punisher. Down goes the Magneto. That, look at that. Yeah,
there we go.
I really like the communication right there. You could see Stun putting his Ankh down and just eating at those healers, which allowed them to take out the Strange.
Oh, Iron Fist!
And he annihilated by the Iron Fist.
Where's his team? Oh, wait, there's still 2 alive for SWOSU here. That's where.
Yeah.
Is that a spawn right there, or did they just happen to...
That's their spawn, yeah. Right behind that wall is where they spawn.
Okay.
The closer so the spawns always move. The closer you get to the point, the closer their spawn.
Right,
It makes it a lot harder to cap sometimes.
That makes sense. I didn't realize they were overheating that hard. Oh, I'm swapping to the wrong character. Yeah, no, he was still deep in that back line, but obviously the spawn changed, so.
Yeah, great communication. But I don't know if you saw it, but when they're pushing on that thing, you know, SWOSU had all their healers in the back, but Stun ran around, popped his ult, and just locked them down right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That looked like Invis or, no, Angela, I think, locked them in and then pulled them in with their ults.
There we go.
Able to take out Mag, but the Cloak ult comes down. Punisher ult, able to put this down. You gonna be able to take out this Punisher? Ooh, down goes the Punisher ult inside the Moon Knight. That double Cloak ult, though. Out goes that Cloak and Dagger.
Nice frag. We got Rapture Bishop getting active in the front line here.
Able to survive, able to get out of that right there. Kenny has ult. Chargers have burned through all of their ults to hold these points, though.
They're just vibing in spawn.
Coming up on Invis ult. Out comes the Thing, back on these tanks. I think what SWOSU could really use here is an Emma, something to lock him out. Yeah, look at that Iron Fist ult coming around this corner here. Chargers, ACK barely alive. Thing ult.
Oh, big Thing ult.
Invis ult. Invis ult comes down just in time. And is he going to make it?
Oh, he just barely does. Nice healing there.
Yeah, it sounded like a Mag ult, but ooh, look at that. Out goes Magic. Down goes the Iron Fist, though. But yeah, Chargers had a Invis ult that almost got destroyed. Ooh,
oh,
is he able to knock that Strange away?
How is Kenny still alive? This is incredible.
Barely,
Nice.
barely. His healer's able to save him.
Yeah, UH is staggered pretty hard here. They're waiting for 2 respawns. I think Magic still not even back. Then we have Moon Knight rotating back too, but 2 frags. Wait, hang on. This has changed the course of this fight a little bit and make it 3.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Izzy was able to get that Strange away from them. It looked like he was about to take him out, but she wasn't able to, well, he wasn't able to save his DPS from it.
I think that just did it.
Looks like, yeah. Looks like we're going to overtime on match 2.
Oh, we're going into overtime. I thought they won by... Does it not work by time differential here?
So what's going to happen now is they each get an extra minute. So they capped in overtime, so they have a minute. Chargers have 4.5 minutes.
That's big.
To cap the point.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. So that means that the Chargers defense was way better than we were kind of talking about, where they, even though they technically lost, right, because they got all the way to the end, at the end of the day, they burnt so much time off the clock. SWOSU wasn't able to. I don't even want to give credit to that one swap. I think maybe the Chargers defense is just a little weak, and they're much more coordinated on the attack.
One thing to look at is what they were running on defense, especially those 2 tanks are such brawl and dive tanks. Brawl and dive works way better on attack than it does. Running 2 on defense is just such a questionable, especially because they don't have a shield tank or anybody to really, come back and protect the supports from dive. That's always been my thing with the Chargers, is they don't run shield tanks. I always run tank when I play.
Okay.
But Chargers don't use it. It works out usually for them, but when they don't have it, it's down hard on them.
And I think the reason for that is they don't. I don't want to say shield tanks are a crutch, but they might. They already play so well together that they may not need the extra utility that the shield brings. At least they may not think so. And they're used to playing these comps a little more often. And we see a swap actually back to the Bucky here. I'm not sure if I like that given how good the Magic was, but you're right. I think Brawl is going to work a lot better on the attack. And so Punisher likely a lot better on the attack here.
Reality is actually a phenomenal Bucky player. Right before the season started, last day of Season 6. Ooh, Rapture annihilated.
Rough. Oh, we see a Bucky swap.
Yeah.
Oh,
last day of Season 6.5, Rapture actually won, I think, not Rapture, Reality won 17 ranked games in a row.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 17 ranked. He was MVP like 9 or 10 of them. Just insane on Bucky.
Machine.
Ooh, looks like they brought back out that Venom. Look at him up there.
Oh, yeah, it's going to make this a little more difficult.
Look at him in the back down on him. Reality's going to have to be able to, help dive. Well, yeah, prevent the dive from this Venom here. Ooh, Iron Fist and Venom both taken out.
Big frags. That's really good into the starting fight here. Making
that
3.
Bucky coming after that other healer. Ooh, able to save behind her shield. Does not look like she's safe from Reality, though.
And that was a nice start to this game, except for Rapture potentially about to die again. Nope, he's out of there. All right.
Yeah, Rapture over there waiting for a Strange swap or a portal. Looks like both those dives made it, so they better get a portal down in time, unless Rapture's going to cancel it.
Oh, because we're in overtime. Their minute ran out already.
Yeah, because they only had 1 minute, where Chargers get 4.5. The other thing is, so the Chargers only have to capture 1 bar.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's hard. Like, I don't even know if that's SWOSU's fault there. There's just barely anything you can do. You have to play such a brawly play style, and you have to have everything go your way. And that just didn't happen. So, Chargers, probably a lot easier of a time here. They have so much more freedom. They can make changes to the comp, and we already see a change to the comp. Look at that.
Here comes our shield tank, and back with the Magic. So, Strange and Magic actually have a team. So, I believe Strange gets more health from it. 50 or 100 more health, whereas Magic gets a 15% damage boost. Magic already got buffed recently from this season patch and already does a lot of damage without it, but 15% more. Or no, actually I have the other way around. Because Strange is the anchor, he gets the health boost, Magic gets an ability. It's these, the C right there, you can see it on her left arm, but it's these 2 chains that literally lock 2 players together.
Oh,
so 2 players can only get so far apart, so it's always nice to put that on maybe a DPS and a support, keep them away from the tank.
30 seconds before you attack.
Interesting.
I wonder if the Chargers are going to portal. I've seen them do it before where they portal immediately because there's about a 3-minute cooldown on the portal, so they might portal immediately, try and get the jump on them, and then have that portal back if they need it again.
For like a final touch, essentially.
Just in case they get locked out for 3.
I feel like that's a little bit of a gamble here in OT, though, where they have 4 minutes. Why not just, if first fight doesn't go your way, maybe portal the next fight? I guess we'll see what they decide to do here, and I'm going to spectate Strange just to make sure.
He might portal immediately. That's what I'm expecting here.
Yep, there it is.
There's the portal. So he's probably going to put it up top in that back corner right there. No,
on
the point.
Oh, we're balling. Oh, we're freaking balling.
Straight for it, getting that jump. Look at that. Chargers coming on me. I see an enemy thing. Look at this Bruh Thug on the Luna. Nobody helping her. Both Moon Knights are down, however. Ooh, their Moon Knight got revived from the rocket, though.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that Luna got away from Kenny. Nope, not able to go away from reality, though.
How is he still alive? He's just barely taking... No, okay, well, now he's taking damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
so
got his
Magic gets
point.
a ton of shield from her portals, and when she's able to hit people with the dash, ooh, down goes Chargers.
Yeah.
You can actually see they capped it a little, but they have to capture a bar. So they can capture all the way to right before it, and it doesn't matter. It'll be a draw.
Oh, you know what? The Strange was a gamble. They just aren't playing Strange anymore. Okay, so you know what? I actually don't hate that play. They have wasted a minute here.
Yeah.
So
they'll get that portal back at about the 1 minute mark. So the thing is, the portal cooldown actually matches on every player.
Gotcha.
So just because one person portaled, the next person who swaps a Strange still has to wait that 3 minutes
Okay.
to avoid portal.
Right. That makes sense. Game balancing moments. Oh man. Damage coming up huge.
A lot of damage. Down he goes. Enemy Moon Knight ult, able to take out reality. Rapture takes down the enemy Cloak though. Kenny down. Both healers are down. Cloak gets revived from the rocket. They're actually running triple support over there. You know, you can afford to lose supports for that.
Yeah, this rocket switch I think is going to be the hardest thing for UAH here. I'm hopeful we're coming up on some ultimates and we still have plenty of time. I know they're not panicking right now. We've got ults to get into this OT here. And we're just going to try and group up. I think we need to get more active on the supports, especially when there's 3 of them, because...
I'm expecting a Thing ult here in a moment, actually.
I hope so. They're just not grouped right now. I think that's probably why he's waiting on it.
Oh, here
there
it
it
comes.
is.
Not able to stun anybody, though.
Oh, wait, that was an enemy thing. Okay.
Yeah, enemy thing. Oh, able to take out both enemy tanks. Look at that. Yep.
Oh, swap off Magic.
Cap right now.
Oh, yep, that's the one.
There we go.
That's the one.
Chargers able to take it 2-0.
Final score.
Okay, that's it. That was much more entertaining than the first game. We saw lots of back and forth there. SWOSU putting up a solid fight versus Chargers there, and I think we saw why our team is so good is because they're so practiced together that they can make the sort of comp changes that they need to way more consistently. Just the one swap in a character completely changes the dynamic of this team, and that's what's going to bring them over the edge here. Whereas SWOSU changing things up in a major way. And you know, it didn't quite work out for them this time around, despite the much better fight they put up.
Final hits for our Chargers, though, 15, 10, 10, 17, 40 and 11, 30 and 39, 9, 41 and 11. I mean, that's just crazy to see numbers like that, especially in such a high level. You know, most high level lobbies, you know, less deaths, so less kills, less damage, a lot more blocks, a lot more healed, but Chargers are just dominating all around.
And I'll tell you what, assist-wise, too, I didn't even realize that ACK had swapped off of Vanguard, because obviously Hulk's been banned, so what does he do? Goes Strategist, and huge amounts of assists this game. That's just topping the charts in it as well. Like that's.
I'm actually surprised he didn't get as much healing as Wildy, though. Cloak and Dagger has aimbot with the heals, so you can be looking up there, and the heals still bounce down and hit people a lot easier to heal. That's actually 15k though, so I think that's a bit absurd.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, let's hope bans go a little bit differently. They might be looking to swap up here. Reality, 40. Man, Penny and Reality just going for big elims, and at the same time, stun as well for big damage as well. Looks like tech issues for the Chargers, so I'm going to go investigate that. Might throw it to a quick production break as I do, and we'll be back here with map 3 very shortly. All right, here we are into map 3. UAH, a dominant first map and a very contested second map where they ended up taking it in overtime. Now, SWOSU, a little bit on the back foot here in this best-of-5 series. They're going to look to change something up. And fellow Ethan, being the duo of Ethans tonight, what do you think that change is going to be?
Honestly, I mean, you saw how great they were able to pull it together in that first round on map 2. But it looks like we're on Museum of Contemplation. This is actually such a penny map. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another penny ban or see more dive. Because I have the same problem with this map that I do with the map they're just on, where it's really defender-based in terms of the and how tight that map is.
Yes. Yes.
This is a big Moon Knight map. It's a big penny map. It's a big dive map. So if they're able to stick with that Punisher and, maybe we're able to finally get a out, I wouldn't be surprised to see stuff from that.
Cool. So let's see here what we've got in terms of the bans. SWOSU yet again. And here.
Penny, yeah. Not surprised to see.
Yeah, the hover at the very least, although we'll see how long that lasts. I guess the first ban's really change things up here.
The thing, who could have seen this?
Oh, yeah. Can't say we're surprised. That's kind of funny as well that they used a ban on it. I didn't. Yeah. He's been impactful on it, but at the same time, that ban could have been used on someone like Reality or something like that. So that might change the game a little bit.
He's been MVP twice now, or was Izzy the MVP first?
Izzy
round?
was map 1.
Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised to see the target. Oh yeah, there's Protect the Penny. But yeah, I'm not surprised to see a target ban here. This isn't the first time we've seen Rutha get target banned on the thing.
Okay.
So he'll probably end up swapping over to either support or rocket, or actually we might see him pull out some Fantastic.
Oh, that's true.
There.
That's true.
Protects the Namor. Look at that. Yeah, especially because we protected Penny. I guess they're expecting to see a lot of dive here. So the problem that runs into Rapture is now there's 2 dive characters protected.
Gotcha. So the Namor is going to be really impactful here for...
Because he's got this it's these he puts down magic ban for Reality.
Ooh, all right.
The squids, you put them down, they're low health, but what they do is they shoot beams and they target you. Like it's not like it shoots.
It's like a Symmetra turret, basically.
Yeah, it always hits you.
Yep.
There's no getting away. Hella ban, yeah. Not surprised to see more hit scan get banned. Yeah, no, they used to have a team up. Namor and Hulk did. And what happened is those squids were gamma charged, and so they had a Death Star laser that just beamed you. I think it was like 25 damage per second.
Okay.
So it just it just eats you alive, especially if it's in a straightaway and you can't get away. I mean, it's such an awful team.
Dang.
But before that, he had one with Luna where the squids would place and then damage you.
Yep.
But he currently has a team up with Hela at the moment, which is why they banned Hela.
Oh,
Tex Namor banned Hela.
There we go.
The Hela team up's actually the worst of them because if Hela or Namor, they don't even have to have the final hit. If they just partake in killing you, it even if they get an assist, it spawns a squid on that person's body that you cannot kill.
Okay.
So it's like 5 seconds of a squid that's unkillable that eats at you.
Yeah, so looking at the rest of the bans here, so we see a Hela ban and then a Mantis Protect for UAH. Meanwhile, we see a Phoenix Protect here after the Magic ban. That's going to be interesting. Let's see what the final ban is here for SWOSU. It's going to be Cloak and Dagger. All right. So seeing these bans, what do you think the UAH comp's going to look like, especially given the Thing ban?
Honestly, I'm expecting Kenny to go over to Fantastic. Means we'll probably see ACK get on Invis and Reality go to Bucky. That's what I'm expecting. At least Punisher ban. Yep, not surprised.
Oh yeah, that's a very impactful ban.
Yeah, so I'm expecting them to go to those 3, but I guess we'll see here in just a moment. Ultron. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Deadpool
tank pool.
Interesting.
Are they going triple tank?
They are.
Triple tank, triple support. Ooh, that is a phenomenal comp.
Okay, we see no Deadpool though. That might have been a troll for stream, low key. Instead, yeah. Okay, we see Hulk. We see Strange. Hey, maybe he's gonna hit some Strange ults rather than Rapture.
Yeah, that's what I hope. Oh my! I actually kept a tab on it for a while. I think in their first 3 games they missed. I think it was 12 out of 14 Strange ults were missed in those first 3 games.
Oh man.
And it wasn't always their fault. Sometimes they get invisible pushed or blocked with the shield. But there were a couple that were questionable. The enemy team ults, and 3 seconds into the healing ult, they jump in and they use their Strange ult.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's I could see that. And Reality, I think is going to be definitely a difference maker on the Strange. Okay, so this is full payload. It looks like.
Yeah,
starting out.
Straight
okay,
payload.
Cool.
You see where that penny is set up? That's such a phenomenal penny spot. I mean, look at it. It's blocked. So the biggest counter to that is probably Iron Man's, Ultron's, Hela's, Jeans. Just anybody who can get up in the air and get his angle on. Look at that. Somebody off on the side. Not sure who that was. I saw them around the right for a moment. Look at this. Ultron. Oh, Moon Knight. Yeah, huge Moon Knight map for this one. I mean, just look at how tight these corridors are and how small the area is.
Oh, Breathwork's going down as well.
Look at that. Oh, I see a Storm. That's a new one from this team. That Ultron, a lot of damage.
Actually, man, I mean, we're doing pretty well in this fight so far to supports. I mean, triple support is going to keep this team alive, but looks like the call's been to back off. We don't want to lose anybody too early here. Hulk looking to take a little bit of the aggro to allow the rest of these tanks
especially
to get healed
he's been
here.
having those, you see that little drone on him? I mean, Ultron, you put the drone on, you don't even gotta look at the guy anymore. That lets that diver just fly around.
Wait, Reality's doing big damage.
Down goes the enemy Strange. Look at that. Got him with the E. Oh, yeah. Damaged with the E. Finished him with the left mouse.
Yeah, that was a big deal. So Reality just walked behind the payload, and no one from SWOSU turned, and he just, annihilated them there.
SWOSU gonna have to get some communication down if they want to avoid this Reality. I mean, Strange's E, especially because he has to team up with Invis. Look at this Moon Knight out. Down goes with
that's
Izzy.
big.
Penny out too by the Storm. Yeah, so Strange actually has a team up with Invis where she gets a healing boost when he has it, and his E will pull people in and then do a big burst of damage on them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Charger's getting eaten right here. Look at that. Moon Knight able to take out the Ultron.
And that was a strong. I thought that was an ult. That's funny. That was a strong first little hold there. They burned about a minute and a half off the clock, which is a big deal in terms of the rest of the map. I mean, we saw overtime last time, and SWOSU running out of time is really what did them in on map 2 to finish off overtime. This time around, I'm not sure. Oh boy,
that.
2 stunned in the ult, but
Strange
no
ult.
damage.
Ooh, Magneto ult blocked by the Strange shield. You know, Charger, the thing about triple tank, triple support, you know, is 3 tanks is a lot of health to heal. But Moon Knight and Storm are actually such counters to 303 comp. I mean, yeah, it looks like Izzy was taken out, though.
This is... I think I want to see more damage. I don't think I like how little UH is able to contest in this so far. In reality, I think still doing the most damage on this Strange, but no one else able to capitalize off the amount of damage he's doing other than himself. He has to be the one getting the final hits.
I'm actually surprised Stun is on Penny instead of Moon Knight. You know, he's a big Moon Knight player. Charger's able to take out 4 right there, though. But Stun is such a big Moon Knight player. And this being probably one of Moon Knight's best maps, I'm actually surprised he did not get on Moon Knight right there.
I guess the reason is because they're wanting to run that triple tank. And having the one duelist in it is just not... That just throws the entire... balance of the comp out of whack, and so I think they're going to stick to it for as long as possible, but I like you mentioning that because I bet there's going to be a change late game if it becomes a problem.
Yeah, the thing about Ultron, though, is because he doesn't have to focus heals, he can put drones on people, it really allows him to focus on DPS over supporting. Hulk not able to make it out.
That was rough.
Ooh, Strange out. There it goes. Able to take out the Iron Fist. Yeah, no, not Moon Knight. Ultron and Mantis are just able to DPS because they can put their heals or shields on people, and you don't gotta look at them anymore because it's already equipped on them. So I'd say that's the closest thing they have to DPS, but you know, you don't really have a DPS-focused character on this team.
And yeah, lots of damage there from Rapture, or getting Rapture Bishop low. Able to get away, thankfully. Ack getting active in the front line here. Super
Down
low.
goes the Hulk.
Does go into Bruce Banner form here, but ultimate from Invisible Woman. Make this a little more doable. Nice.
He takes out the enemy Moon Knight.
That's a huge pick. That's a lot of the damage.
Yeah. Especially because Moon Knight's, I believe Moon Blades or whatever they're called, Shurikens, I guess, they hit somebody and they actually bounce between everybody within proximity.
Okay.
Enemy Strange out. Look at that.
Hit nobody though. No stuns.
Look at that. Is it? Not is. Oh, look at that. Down goes 2 supports. It's just this Invisible Woman. Tanks eating damage. Invis taken out.
Oh, they dove the supports, man.
Chargers annihilated right here.
Hey, but we're in OT though.
Yeah.
And they haven't even got to flourish, so they're going to get to first.
Look at this Hulk ult. They might be able to hold if Chargers able to get a portal off or somebody out here. Nah, down goes Chargers. Just these 2 supports. Using and going in and wasting lives.
Absolutely.
Oh no, Mantis ult. Mantis ult to go hold point. Look at that.
Sending it.
Hiding from the mag. Is he going to be able to hit her? Not able to take her down. She goes anyway, though. Look at that. Penny ult to try and hold. Portal makes it barely. Chargers recap right here.
Wait, so they didn't... Okay, they're recapped. I see.
Yeah.
Fight is still going on.
Yeah, not able to cap, but able to hold it right here. 4 meters. Chargers are going to be able to lock them down right here. Enemy Invis out. Down goes Hulk again. 2 tanks down. All 3 tanks are out. Look at that. Yeah, just the supports.
Oh yeah.
Good try by the Chargers. A lot of abilities used there. It might have honestly been better to just the point right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost Hulk ult, they lost Penny ult, they lost Mantis ult, and they didn't get anything out of it.
I think I agree with you there, to say the least. They still have ults here for value, so they could probably continue this defensive stall for a little bit longer. But man, yeah, that's not ideal from the side of UAH. You know, they had the stall so good, they went for the last fight, and it might cost them just a little bit here. 2 minutes left. It obviously adds more time.
Yep.
We're not going to.
You know, look at that. Look at all those penny mines he's got laid down right there. I wonder if he's going to be able to get any. Oh, Strange Out. Look at that. Big Strange Out. Golly.
Huge.
Down goes 3. Are they going to do 4 or 5? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Fist gets away. Are they going to be able to ace?
Not for long, though.
Chargers aced.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. I guess they must have heard me talking about how those bad Strange Outs right there.
Yep, there
and
it is.
able to lock it out right there.
Yep. Inshallah, that Dr. Strange ult was promised 3,000 years ago. To UAH as good from reality to get that Strange ult and a nice combo there as well. Lots invested into that team fight, so UAH probably looking to hold this space a little bit more effectively as the time ticks down.
Anybody? No one from the Moon Knight ult. A lot of low health. Ooh, Rapture taken out anyway by the Magneto.
But I think the dive came. Oh wait,
Look at that.
Nice stun there.
Yeah,
Strange
look
ult
at
gets
that.
nobody.
Invis ult just in case. Hulk bubbles, Strange shields, and they stun them.
That's huge.
I hear an Iron Fist ult. Is he going to be able to get at anybody?
Dead?
Dead. Yeah, killed by the Penny Mine. Look at that. Enemy team is swapped to an Iron Man, though.
Here too. Oh, see a support.
Reality got 3 with his E.
Insane.
Are we going to see a portal
there.
here, or are they pushing?
Yeah, I guess there's 30 seconds left. I feel like they're probably going to push it and maybe save portal for
Their
overtime.
Yeah, spawn's right just around the corner. The thing, oh yeah, their Strange is down there. They're not portaling. The thing you risk about that is something I've seen people do is they'll purposely kill everybody but the Strange. That way he can't portal back, and it forces the team to try and push on their own.
Right. Okay. They'll just let him sit there.
Yeah.
Because a Strange alone is not going to do really anything versus
No.
5.
Especially if you're able to wipe out everybody and save that Strange for last. Now they either try and wait for him or they have to push.
Right.
Look at
Oh,
that.
nice kill.
Reality takes out the mag with his E. They're going to be able to take this Strange down. Mantis ult saves the enemy Strange. Reality has to get out of there. Ult coming in. I hear another Mantis ult.
Yep.
Chargers have a Penny ult. Is he gonna use it here, or is she gonna wait just in case?
Most
Force
likely
into
we're in
an
OT
overtime.
here.
Yeah. Look at that. Strange ult. Second
Big
Strange
ol'.
ult. Venom on the back. Moon Knight is down by Invis. Down goes 2 Charger supports.
Oh no. That's not what we want to see out
Might
of
need to
this.
see a Penny ult right here just to try and hold. I hear a big Hulk ult in the back.
He's getting active.
That Venom on top of them. Oh, Strange in the back. Yeah, look at him out here. You know, funny enough, ACK is actually the only person on controller right now. This is a PC lobby, and we're seeing console Hulk.
Console Hulk, baby. We'd love to
PC
see it.
lobby.
I'm surprised we were able to hold this. Oh, here's
Big
Penny ult.
Moon Knight
That's
ult.
actually
Yeah,
big.
Out comes this Penny ult for the Venom. Oh, Rocket revived the Moon Knight. Moon Knight on his way back. I see an Iron Fist here too. Ultron ult comes down. I hear a Hulk coming back from banner form. Look at that. Iron Fist
taking
on him.
low.
Down goes Moon Knight. Are they going to be able to keep this guy off him? Get that Venom out. Iron Fist got to stay on there. Wait for his Venom. Enemy portal makes it. Not sure why he placed it so far ahead, especially because they got to flip around. Chargers are running low on ults.
Yeah.
Venom ult, Iron Fist ult. I hear an Invis ult in the back.
Yeah, I think that was
Chargers
ours.
taking a lot of damage.
Here we go. ACK with a nice frag.
Look at that. Able to take down the Rocket. Down goes
that's
the
the
Iron
start.
Man. Are they able to get more?
Man, I hope so. This game has dragged on so much in this OT
phenomenal. I
here.
mean, second overtime to hold this. That Rocket might make it back if they don't hurry. Iron Fist is taken out, coming down in the Strange.
So much heals on this guy. This
Look
guy's
at that.
not dying on point.
Down
There
he goes. Chargers able to cap it.
There we go. Okay. That was some good D right there. That's what we like to see. And that's
Yeah.
Penny as well. I think you mentioned Penny makes a huge difference on these super choky points. I don't think the ult there was super impactful, but I think the constant utility from Penny there was a big momentum shift.
Yeah.
And a change that SWOSU. And I think if they had banned Penny instead of Thing, I feel like that goes
Yeah.
significantly different.
Especially if they're running dive. But yeah, no, Stun able to use all of his items. Or not Utah. Wrong game completely. But his right mouse shoots out the webs and he lays down the mine.
Right.
He's able to just sit there and mine, stun. Because there's only, I believe it's a 5-second cooldown on each mine, 3 seconds on the.
Oh, man.
So you can just sit there and just spam the 2. on
Heck
Penny
yeah.
and just eat at people.
Yeah, that is absolutely brutal. See a hover out of Brothug here. That's interesting. And I'm stupid. We're in banner form right now, and I was like, dude, we got a whole cult going into this. No, that's not true.
Yeah,
Full
they
zeros here.
ults carry over in domination, but not in any other game mode.
Okay, cool. Hey, oh, it even shows he's on controller too for his binds.
Yeah,
Look at
you
that.
can see the binds. That's how you're always
Whoa.
able to tell.
That's fun.
Oh, if you actually go back to Hulk, he's actually got the new little see it right there on the right side of the screen, and on his right hip, you can see he's got this new item that's come out.
Okay.
That's a red She-Hulk. Stun also has one for his penny. It looks like a little penny, like Tamagotchi. It's one of those.
Oh,
yeah, it's
interesting.
like a Penny Parker on his right wrist.
That's really funny.
I see an enemy penny. Look at that.
All right, yeah,
Stun
they know
already got the mines.
They know the key to this defense here, and
Down
immediately,
she goes.
yeah, it does not matter. Reality's getting active here with so much support and so much healing in this front line.
Ooh, Reality
ACK,
almost killed.
Yeah, ACK is taking a lot of the brunt of this damage, I feel like, allowing Reality to get healed back up and deal that consistent damage. SWOSU is so far at this point already.
Look at that. Reality's got to be careful with his E, because on Strange, if your E's at 100% for too long, look at that squad wipe.
Dude!
Yeah, that E on Strange, if you're not careful with it, you see that little charge up in the middle of the screen? If it sits at 100 for too long, you can't get healed at all. So sometimes you just got to burn it.
Yep.
And he able to get away, though.
Yeah, that was, wow.
I hear an enemy portal.
That was a crazy first fight. I think SWOSU definitely looking to get active and try and contest this one more time. Here they are. Straight on the point here. Groot instantly taken out. Brothug doing a lot damage. A lot of damage. Ooh, Reality taking a lot of damage. That was going to be able to stay
Barely.
alive.
Charger's really hoping to push through this, but the enemy, our Penny is down. Stun is dead.
Yeah, that actually is going to be a pretty big difference maker here. Nice.
Out comes an Invis ult. Oh,
that's big.
Banner back in Hulk form. Get that big Strange ult. Huge Strange ult. Look at that. Able to get him. Yeah, look at that. Wolverine on him. Down he goes. First point goes to our Chargers.
Oh, that was quick.
Beautiful,
too.
beautiful game.
That was super quick. They got so much more time going into this
5
next stage
minutes
here.
to cap right here.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the last map they wanted to see.
Yeah.
Super blowout map 1 and a lot closer of a map 2. They've got the characters they want. They got the map that they want to. I feel like they're playing incredibly well here. This is the way to advance to semifinals and playoffs.
Yeah, always surprised to see a Penny on attack. You know, Penny's such a huge defensive character. Always sure interested in her on attack. Yeah, look at that. Enemy Penny trying to set up a fortress in there to keep them out from coming through that little side area. Oh, Ultron ult comes down. Enemy Invis pops hers too. Chargers have a Mantis ult with a low 2 tanks, though. Look at that strength. Reality able to get healed back up. Hulk as well. Enemy Iron Fist ult coming down on the Ultron. Mantis pops ult to try and get away from him. Enemy Mantis counter pops. Look at that. Down comes the Moon Knight. Is he going to be able to pick anybody with it? A lot of damage by the Chargers. No, not able to take anybody. Enemy, enemy
stun.
Strange ult able to grab him. Look at that. Ooh, nobody. Yeah, look at that. Enemy team used 5 ults right there. I think everybody but the Penny ult.
Dang. That was some insane sustain from UH's healers as well. Big shout-outs to our strategists. I think that's going to be a big highlight in our post-game interview, is how well they've done. But that's one of the strategists
canceled the enemy
down.
Penny ults.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, look
And
at that. You can see the cooldown in the bottom, just how fast you get the right mouse. It looks like we pop our own Penny ult, try and secure the point here.
Oh, get this Strange off here.
That's what I was saying. Leave the Strange alive till the end. Can't portal. Forces them to come to the point.
They're 3 meters. They did it!
Get that. Oh,
big touch, though, and there
Chargers
it is.
3-0. Look at that.
That's
phenomenal
big.
play by our Chargers.
Oh, yeah. That is the game we want to see. We saw an emphatic first map win there. Not so much of a big game in Map 2. There was a lot more back and forth between both teams. Map 3, though, oh yeah, that's a big Reality MVP. So much damage. The 3-3 comp bringing it home for UAH. Going to semifinals in NECC Playoffs Division 3. Stream them next week. But for now, stay tuned, and we'll be back in 7 minutes for an interview with the rest of the Marvel Rivals team. So please, don't stop watching. We'll be back very soon. All right, we are here. Holy crap, this looks insane. We are here with the full team interview. Super excited. Congratulations on the 3-0 right on the top there versus SWOSU Blue to advance to semifinals in NECC playoffs. That's a big deal. We love to see it. So let's start with some game recaps real quick. So we kind of alluded to it a little bit, but tell me about, first of all, game one. You know, like slugfest. You guys just kind of destroyed them. What happened in game two? There was a little bit of a stall, and as he alluded to, there was apparently a pirate ship comp that made that first point hold pretty rough, and then the change up for game three. Walk us through it.
Hey guys, Bro Thug 12 here. All right. First game was fundamentals were up, comms were up. We were absolutely just destroying on all levels. I mean, we were playing Payne Brothers. We were playing a complete brawl comp. We cooked this up because the new season dropped and Hulk got buffed, so my King Aiden over here was playing exceptionally well. Overall, brawl is just the meta right now, and we played it and it destroyed. So, how many? You guys want to talk about it? Any?
I think we also ran a bit of magic hands on the
Magic
DPS
hands.
side.
Yes.
It's so good to be back on Magic, dude. After playing Bucky like every game, getting a little bit of Magic.
You got a lot of value out of it too, especially in map 2 there with the switch.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to game two, which is the bigger game, the closer game. Things start out a little bit that first point because the enemy Strange TP'd behind us, and we have not played this map competitively in forever because they removed Shin Shibuya from the map pool for since forever. And now they added it back. We low-key got kind of like, oh shoot, they added this map back and we didn't really know how to play it. So then when they Strange portal with the Punisher behind, that low-key confused us and we got fried.
Okay.
So that's what happened first point at least, and we didn't portal back in time. But not really Logan's fault. I think. But
Not naming any names.
maybe. But and then overall they kind of what were we running? That kind of because I was running Thing. I think you were on Strange for a little bit, and then we swapped off Strange to go Angela to better disrupt the backline because their backline was not really being interrupted at all, so they continue healing the tanks and stuff. So we changed it up. We held them for quite a bit on the second point when they were attacking, and I think that's changed to Angela really really helped us there a lot there, disrupting the backline. And you guys have anything to say about it? Because I think we locked in.
I know that Angela definitely helped because on over 10 point we immediately stopped the Strange portal, and I think that that alone was value enough for Angela.
Oh yeah, I mean, when we attacked in overtime, or no, we were defending.
We
When we were
defending.
defending on overtime, Logan positioned himself above their spawn as Angela, and if viewers don't know, like my old people, like my dad, may be watching right now, you can spear Strange. Angela can spear people and stun them. So she stunned the Doctor Strange out of his portal, canceled it, and they were able to run Brawl again without them having some backline portal to flank us and deal damage and whatever.
Put a Punisher turret behind us.
Yeah, exactly. That was so annoying.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts on game two? I mean,
Logan did tank a Maggols to the face for me.
I have gotten better at my Angela movement, so I did get in a few Maggolt faces. I think that happened the second time when near the end of the game, but I can't remember. I face tanked a couple ults.
The one I like definitively remember that you saved Izzy was on right before second point when we were defending. And to Izzy, I don't know, did you shield to block that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
to Izzy, it looked like you just flew through it. and you just ate it.
Mag's ult is so janky. There are so many desync issues where it'll just phase through people sometimes. It is so ridiculous, but it's fun to tank a big ult every once in a while.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think one last thing for game two at least was we straightened up comms and stuff because we were low-key we're taking it back when they low-key steamrolled us for that first point, and then we grouped together, got our comms up. Logan got more patient. He still, sometimes brother just wanted to jump the gun and spear some people, but he rolled back, waited, because the whole thing is that I'm frontline his thing, he's waiting for me to engage and waiting for the supports to start healing and like kind of like not having awareness of like that flying like 6 foot, like no, like 7 foot big thick angel mommy coming in, like, you know, doing stuff. So or Angela as one might call. Whoopsies. Right. And so that was the whole game plan essentially with that 2-tank combo, and I would purple, or that means I would jump to someone as thing and then make them vulnerable. They take more damage, and then we jump that person, especially the tanks, and they would crumble. One thing I really hate though is that when they were attacking, they did a little cheese portal and they blocked us off on spawn, bro.
I saw that.
And I'm like, brother, please, I'm
Ethan
not
brought
seeing.
that up immediately.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man, come on, man.
Might have been a portal diff that round.
Maybe.
Yeah. Moving on to game 3 though, I saw the thing ban. I'm like, so I was looking a little sad.
And I saw the magic ban, and that.
Yeah.
Also a little sad. I don't know what they banned last. But
They protected Namor, I think, and
they never used it.
They banned magic and then protected Namor. So
They
it's like,
protected Phoenix, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they never used it. They
played
didn't utilize his. I think Phoenix would have been great
They
against
went
us
Storm.
there. They went Storm, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, because there's no Jeff team up now, so it would have been great. And our goats is pretty solid. We've been practicing that like all season, even when it was like kind of like not as good last season. Now it's better now because all the tanks got buffed, and like
okay.
support alts are down, so like it's harder for the other team as well to get value, and we're just really unkillable.
Cool.
One big thing is that when they were running Iron Fist, I utilize my pennies nest to essentially sit in it and just let that Iron Fist come and get blown up, or whoever's trying to dive me. So big kudos to my penny player over there.
All melee characters
Yeah.
will actually get destroyed by penny because they can't get within range of anyone in the nest without taking at least 300 damage.
Exactly. Yep. And thoughts on? I know we had some big stuff, guys.
I know. I just felt great on Strange last match.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
third match, I
yeah.
feel-
Beautiful.
He has some
That-
fat alts. He has some
Oh,
fat
yeah.
alts.
Yeah,
And even
that was
Ethan, no, that Ethan,
Yeah.
he can't even hate. He can't hate.
Yeah. We just we'll reference that later. Never mind.
What?
We brought up from the previous game a potential 12 out of 14 misses on the Strange ult.
Whoa. 12 out of 14? Miss?
Well, from y'all's first 3 games, that's not the exact statistic, but it was something close to that, where it was like 9 of like 14 strange ults were missed or not able to get any value out of them from y'all's first 3 matches. Well, not
Not
today.
today, but I
Yeah,
remember that
in
day.
this season.
There was a
Week
past
three this season.
match. I remember definitively solo ulting the invis and still missing. So I definitely remember that. I definitely remember that day.
Nice.
I may have contributed at least 5 of those. So,
Hey, but the ults were fat tonight, which is all
I
that
made 'em
matters. Oh yeah.
They were excellent tonight, and low key we blew up the enemy team.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. Had to elaborate on the
Yeah, I did elaborate there.
Mhm.
What else was their game through? I mean, geez, I was playing support. I usually didn't. Brother 12 fans, you usually don't see me on the support, but a captain plays what he has to.
Yeah.
All right.
Contested
that-
hella hard that round too.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
contested that first point for a long time.
Mhm.
We portaled. I invis ult. I was jumping all over the place. He penny ulted. King Hulk ult. Yo, somebody get the door. Who is this? It was pretty good, and then we held really strong on second point to stop
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, so I have 2 more questions, and I'll toss it to his. One of them is going to be for the end of the stream, of course.
Okay, go.
But the one I have right now is, what is it like playing in person in really high stakes matches like this? Because I know there's a lot of added pressure, even though I know you did the research on this team.
Oh yeah, we
You
did.
know this is a team that's very beatable, but there's still, hey, we're in playoffs. You're making it further than you did last semester.
Yep,
So
yeah, we did.
even with the added pressure, like how does it feel to, first of all, be playing with all 6 of you in person, and second of
Right.
all, to come out with the victory too?
It feels great, bro, because like
Yeah.
when I'm in person, I'm better like in person. I can actually like talk to people face to face and be like, I can call someone out, right? Be like, yo, Gert, like what? Like, bro, hey, what you doing, bro? Or Izzy, why'd you miss that push on the Strange? Or I don't know, that was random, but you know, like it's better. Also, it builds a connection better with all of us. Like talking to each other in person makes it more fun. I can like actually interact with them. I can like like beat them like physically if they do something bad. As captain,
I don't
right?
condone that.
He does not condone
No,
that.
no.
But this is captain. Brother Thug Swell's way of doing things. But
Team of the year. Team of the year. Captain beats a
Game lead, by the way.
Hey!
Oh god.
Speed, I need this.
Okay.
It did work. To be fair, we only lost.
To be fair, yeah, okay. To be very serious too, it works a lot better because I can actually like communicate. I can communicate better with them and like actually go over to them and like show them like what needs to be done or whatever, like just physically. Because in person, I can convey my message better with like, hey, we need to like sit up here, like that defense on the second game convergence. I walked over before the game started, right? Or no, between the second round when we were defending, I was like, okay, guys, we need to like have 3 people up on top and 3 people on the top of the building because we didn't want the strange portal to happen again.
Gotcha.
And that's when Logan canceled it, so we dropped down. But if they did portal, it'd be kind of hard because they'd have to choose either up here where we could transfer over pretty easy with a bounce pad, or like go on the ground. That's when we can all jump from all sides. And the Moon Knight was on high ground, so he would be able to spew hella damage into the enemy team.
Especially they had only a minute left on
Exactly,
overtime.
they had to do
so
something
that
fast.
added stress plus the minute overtime of stress. He probably would have messed up the portal anyway, and where to put it.
Yeah, that's a good
Yep.
point. Well, cool. That's good to hear. Chat as well. I'll call you all out if you want to have any questions. I've got my phone obviously sitting right there. So we'll see it after the 3-minute delay. For now, I'm going to turn it over to this Ethan for questions before I've got my final one cooking in the kitchen. So, Ethan, what have you got?
All right, well, so first of all, congratulations on your wins tonight. But going back to some of those strange alts, who would y'all say was the loudest during that strange alt in round 3?
I was kind of loud, low-key.
I heard you the most.
It's fat.
I was yelling, it's huge, it's fat, it's fat.
And I'll be like, I hit like Wolverine. Is the only person I hit. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
I'm consistently pretty like the loudest, just because like it builds hype, and like I don't know, like having everyone hyped up in person too.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like just like, oh my god, huge, huge, and we're all like, it just builds like like low key IRL like Mantis. Oh, like we all speed up, we get damage though, and we're just like walk, right? Yeah, this team has gotten a lot farther and better than last. I mean, dude, I can't stress enough. Last season, bro, we couldn't even like remember each other's names sometimes, and I did. Y'all couldn't. I know that, but now. Even in game, we are calling people by our actual names. It's kind of crazy, by the way. Not by their usernames. I can literally look at like what character and be like, "Yo, Colby," or like, "Yo, Logan." Like I know who's playing who, and like they all can do the same too. Like I barely hear anyone ever say user. Yo, Gert. Yo. Like, but it just shows the absolute growth that this team has like gone over like
For sure.
2 semesters now.
Definitely being in person, like when you're like correcting us or we're like commenting stuff to each other, it sits with you a lot more because you're seeing a person face to face when you make those call outs. So it sits with you a lot more than just hearing it over like your headphone or something
Right.
like that.
And you're not thinking of like if he says something that might sound like tilt. If you're in person, you can see his face, where it's not tilt. Whereas, like, it's in the back of your head, like, oh no, I hope he's not tilted. You know?
Am I getting kicked off the team?
Yeah, basically. And so
this is my last match.
I totally get it. Like playing in person with the CS team, it was the same environment, same
Exactly,
IRL names, like going to LANs and
Yep.
just calling everybody out. It's so much more of like a family. And so team of the year again for a reason. Like that's like practicing in person and playing games in person.
Yes.
Like it just changes everything. And I think it allowed y'all to progress way faster too.
Yeah, definitely being in person makes it a lot more serious. And it gives you like coming out here to do it gives you like that separation between like just doing it for fun and actually wanting to improve.
For sure.
So having in person like definitely.
Like being verbal, it shows like okay, I don't mean this in a bad way, like showing like the captain's power essentially. And
You're talking about beating us in the captain's power.
But like being able to like they respecting as captains, so like I can like go up to them and they'd be like, okay, yeah, I got you. Like we need to calm down. Like I'm not like a hard a-hole on them, right? That's a big thing for like for any game lead or like captain. You can't be a douchebag to your teammates. They will not like you, they will not respect you, right? If you're chill with them and only like you're being hard on them in like stressful times, that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do as captain, right? And that's what helps strengthen us because like we're all like joking around, but when we back then we were locked in the game. Like we were actually locked in and calming correctly and everything like that. And then now we're goofing off again, which is the whole thing of the Goontastic 6, right? Yeah. What?
Okay, I just got a question. I'm not gonna ask it now. I want to
Okay, yeah.
I want to let more questions roll in, but oh, I turned my phone off.
All right, so starting with Izzy and making our way to Logan, can each of you guys tell me what you think makes this team so good in clutch moments?
Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
I like that.
That's a good question. The clutch moments, the comms. I mean, we see this every week, but the comms are immaculate. I'm never alone getting dove. I always have my king, and sometimes Corby turns around. Sometimes.
You got that, twin. I'm out.
You good? I'm leaving it to next time.
Yeah, that's about it.
I would say in the clutch moments, I think the overall like comms is important, but like knowing like since we played so much with each other, like we know what's gonna happen. We can trust each other. Trust is huge. Like sometimes like you're gonna get dived. Sometimes I'm gonna need Izzy to like survive off the dive and let me or like someone else absolutely destroy their back line. And I can trust Izzy with that like 90% of the time unless he's getting dived by like 3 people. All right, but like being able to trust like okay, I know that they're both waiting for Invis push, and like I know he's gonna hit a fat all here, which was huge. We literally calmed that like every time Invis no push, and guess what? Wyatt did every single time he ulted, got fat. He didn't get pushed back. He got the fat strange ults because we called it out, and I knew that he would know to do it. It's stress. It's huge.
Yeah, I would say definitely like comms, of course, but I think just like the mental state you're in to kind of like have those like hiccups, like we had game 2, we had those hiccups, and it was kind of like stacking, but we just kind of like swept the table. We didn't kind of let it sit there. You just kind of swept the table and restarted, and then when we built that back up on attack, and we kind of just were able to push through that, it just worked out. It's one of the best things I think about us.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing that you guys are saying. Like trust and comms, I think are definitely the most important part of it because I know that when we go into like ult or whatever, we know what's happening, or even when we don't know what's happening, someone ults, we all jump on it like instantly. It's not like you just say something, you just scream it's fat, and we're all like,
we're like where?
And we're all jumping.
Like Izzy said, I'd say comms, but more like in-person comms. Like if Izzy's getting jumped and we're like online, I have a problem with this. Like if I'm being greedy and I'm going for this one support kill, but Izzy's like, I'm getting jumped. I'm not even listening to him. Like I'm like, I need this kill. I need this kill. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I gotta be honest, I get in the same headspace.
But in person, Izzy is sitting right next to me. He's looking at me dead in the face and going, "If you don't help me, I'm gonna kick you."
The lamb needs to be saved.
And then I'm like, okay, maybe I should help him. And then like helping Izzy will help me get the kill anyway, so it just helps me make the right decisions. The comms being in person.
It goes from like something happening to you gotta save the lamb or get sacrificed.
Hold
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. So to piggyback off the trust stuff, I think my favorite part of just clutching in this team is taking big risks, because sometimes we're calculated and we have a plan, and that plan immediately falls apart. But we trust each other to fulfill our role, and sometimes we just get hands deep dirty in there. And sometimes we don't listen, maybe push a little too far sometimes.
Maybe ult from the spawn door,
Yeah, my door is
But we don't get our heads too deep in losing, and we'll just get back deep into the fight, and
just clean slate and go back in.
Yeah.
Nice. A lot of my strange ults are like literally built on that premise of just like
And
we ball.
Yeah.
One
it's
more
like,
thing too is that like meanwhile we're especially like adamant on this, is like we had no ego. Every game we said 0-0. 0-0. Like we're not winning. We are clean slate with them. Play like it's the first game and we need to win. Right? It's the first and the last game. That's what we need to play like every game. And that really kept us in.
Heck yeah. All right. How many more you got?
I got one more.
Cool.
All right, so last question I have for you guys is what is something you guys think that you individually and something you as a team need to improve on going into these next rounds and playoffs?
Ooh, I like that too.
That's good. That's
I
good.
like that
That's
too.
good.
Do you want to start the same way here?
Yeah, Izzy.
All right, perfect.
It's a good question.
Do you want to think about it?
Yeah, let me think about that.
Okay.
You go.
Okay.
Can we start at that end and work down?
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Okay.
No, it's his time, bro. Let him cook.
I think these past 2 games we've excelled in like a lot of things, like comms, teamwork, everything. I think maybe one thing that we need to refine ourselves on is maybe probably map knowledge and like ban knowledge, because bans are huge. Getting rid of like certain characters, right, is a big thing in this game. Like if you want to run dive and you don't ban thing, you're just asking to just not get any value. Because as a thing player myself, right, if a BP even grazes my support, right, shift, that dude is not moving nowhere and I'm jumping him, right, like King Von on O block, as I always say.
Yo.
So but like bans are huge, getting the right people banned so we don't get screwed ourselves. Like, we ban Gambit, guys. We ban Gambit every game, and that's not
Gone every game.
like gone. And we're like, bye Gambit. Like, bye. Every time, because removing him, even though he got nerfed, I do not care. We do not care.
I don't see him on the field.
We do not see him on the field. People crutch on him, remove the crutch, kick them while they're down. I do not care if they're elderly or disabled or whatever. We kick them while they're down. All right.
I don't know. I think basically what you said is pretty spot on. It's hard to think because like how massively we improved. It's kind of hard to like pick the small stuff after you see the big change.
For sure.
But like map knowledge. I guess just like maybe positioning in a way. Even though we stay grouped, but it feels like we don't like have a definite position. I mean, like of course tanks in front and then treasures in the back. But if like like how you put us on the roofs. Or the rooftops when we're playing against the portal. Like that is like something that if we do more, I think would benefit us greatly. Just like positioning wise and keeping eyes on each other. So like I can get healed, I can damage and like help the tanks, and then tanks can also get healed.
Keep the LOS,
the LOS and making sure everyone is in a spot they're not gonna get fried because they stand there too long.
Yep.
But I think that's about it.
Nice. Okay.
Sure. I think we need to work on probably like first point stuff, because I realize like a lot of times when we like lose or like we get pushed like back 3-0, we usually like give up the first point like pretty fast. I feel like we could definitely defend that better than we do, because usually like we lose like a few people, we fall back and we end up like staggering in and like
I feel like bodies in.
Yeah, and I feel like we could probably work on that a little better and try and hold that first point a lot better.
That's been a little bit of a trend, yeah.
Yeah, because like I feel like on Shibuya, if we started up top or we probably positioned ourselves better, we probably could have held that a lot longer than we did.
I think with the portal going into that, I think we could have bought you more time if we were, instead of us like staggering in, we grouped up and then had like 3 people go on at once and bought you more time to just get that portal off. But I think that's a good point.
That was Logan getting the portal off.
Well, I know him, but I'm saying buying him more time to portal.
I got you. Okay. Cool.
I think as a team, our big mistakes or like even minor ones, like if they just take half the point, we end up snowballing them. Like we end up feeding or like double support ulting, me especially. I really need to work on when I'm feeling support. I feel like I double support ult more than anyone else on the team, and I'm just not thinking about it. So
yeah, okay.
And I'll keep mine simple. Really, what everybody else said was, map knowledge and especially positioning and moving as a team. And me personally, strange portals. Enough said.
Ezzy, we're getting back to you.
See it.
Calming our ultimates, even if it's not a support ultimate. That is
that is
that
actually
way
true.
the Mantis can get that big 15% damage boost, and we can kill through any support ultimates.
Does he actually give damage boost?
Yes.
Oh,
I
shoot.
give damage boost.
Bro did not read the patch
Captain
notes.
did not know that.
Bro did not read the patch
That's
notes.
Mantis' whole thing. That's why she's good.
This
Two
guy did not
seasons.
know.
No.
Okay. Heck yeah. All right. Anything else to say on that?
No, thank you.
Okay, cool. So we got some funny questions here. All right. So this is all the chat questions before we get into my final one. Thank you for those, by the way. All right. So the first one that I was dying at, I'm going to save that one. All right. So the other one I get is ask Colby if he's gotten his ego in check by now. No.
I give him like
No.
second game in.
My Iron Fist ego's whoa.
Yo, hold up. Coming into this game, I knew they had an Iron Fist player, and I knew I had to show them who's the real Iron Fist player. That's why I started on Iron Fist in game 1, the game that we absolutely dominated on them. You know why? Because I was on Iron Fist. I mean, I have my DPS duo right here. We were running the magic hands.
And Moon Knight was banned.
And Moon Knight was banned. They stole my Moon Knight. They were scared of my Moon Knight, but they didn't know. They didn't know.
What they should be scared of.
I had to show them. Ending with the most final hits of game 1. I feel like I represented. That is when they subbed in their Iron Fist player. They were like, "This guy thinks he's him," and they thought they could diff me, but they couldn't.
This guy.
And Kenny took me off Iron Fist. That's okay.
And I went back on Magic.
And then he went back on Magic.
And it all just worked out.
Would have been diff though. Would have been
Izzy, you
diff.
had something to
No,
say.
I was gonna correct him because the Iron Fist player did not play game 1. So you never
No,
asked.
no.
He didn't play game
President.
1, but
He said
I
an
had to play
example.
game 1 to
Yeah.
scare
Oh,
him.
so they subbed him in for the team.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
just.
they subbed him in.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I
And
thought,
we
dude, there
all
were
went
4
like
people in the
20
coach slot, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
I
A
know,
bunch
I
of
was like,
subs.
And they absolutely scare them.
Nice. Okay, so that's question 1.
He came out
Sleepy
on the
Emma,
field like,
question 2. I think you'll recognize that Ack.
Oh,
He wasn't listening.
Oh.
Sleepy Emma asks this question: will Ack shout me out?
Shout out Emma. Hi Emma. It's that's my girlfriend. Hi Emma.
Cool.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
He's your king Hulk right there.
Bro, give that shit back. I'm not done.
Man, come on, man.
That was funny. Okay, will Rapture ever wear a jersey to show his team spirit?
Thank you.
Who is that?
Okay. Hi, homegirl. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Hello, homegirl. Yeah, you are right. I should spend money to, cooperate with others, blend in, have a uniform. No.
Or
Well,
else.
I will say as well, I'm going to defend you a little bit here. We've been working on a new jersey for like the past few months now that arguably I think is cooler. Yeah, I absolutely have. I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, I showed
The
it.
director has told me, guys.
Yeah,
The director has
it's
told me.
really cool. Shout out to merch. We're getting that working, and now with the sponsor, we'll reference them later.
Oh yeah.
We have to get that added to the jersey,
True.
which is tough.
So I should wait, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you should wait.
When will
Okay.
those jerseys be available for purchase? Just curious.
I wish I knew.
Alright.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Before the end of the school year, I want to say that.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
hopefully, way earlier than that. Okay. We'll get to that one last. So the one I skipped is the Bruthug 12 Invis Woman Gooner arc, starting now.
Who said that?
Who do you think said that?
Was it Seat Hand
Nope.
or what? Super Gong Troid?
Dashy Poo.
Dash. Dude, Dash, bro, man, get over, man. Hey,
What did you do? I'll let that be the answer. And instead, Dash also
You
asked,
did not say no.
when will the game-worn Bruthug 12 raffle happen?
Oh,
Jersey.
so
Oh.
okay, so I think now when the new jersey comes out, I'm gonna buy that one and I'm gonna sign this one and then raffle it out to people and then yeah, give it to lucky.
Can players be in the raffle?
No.
Nah.
No.
Y'all got a trophy
fire
already.
up.
You got a trophy. Come on.
Yes, but that will happen maybe when the new
Cool.
jerseys come out.
All right, cool. I didn't even realize. Holy shit, it's 11 p.m. Okay, so final question of the evening, and I shouldn't have cursed right before the friendly sponsor segment. So we had 2 people. It doesn't actually matter. We had 2 people using keyboards from mechanicalkeyboards.com tonight. We got 6 Vortex Poker 60% keyboards in the facility. So Mr. Kenny here was using one, and Logan on the end was using one again. And here he is. This is the one that Kenny was using tonight. Kenny, what do you have to say about this?
Shout out to Mechanical Keyboards. It actually usually I'm not a big tech guy, right? I'm literally having Ethan over here, and like these guys are like, dude, Control Alt, and I'm like, how do you function delete? And I'm like pressing like this. I'm horrible at tech, but like this is actually pretty clean. It's nice. It's like tidy. It's neat. I don't really like clicky too much. This is like the perfect amount right here. Really nice keyboard, by the way. Thank you, Mechanical Keyboards. This is goated. I like it.
Yeah, so that's of course one of our facility units. We have another as well. So for the 6 total, I actually just went outside and modified one earlier because we accidentally picked up an old version. So I'll probably do more with that, and then maybe release some content about it or something like that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. I'm looking at the logo right now. And additionally, we have a discount code for a really, really nice aluminum keyboard case kit, the .65. I got to use it in person yesterday because I was at the store yesterday in Tennessee. And it was so nice. I ordered one already, and you ordered one already. Shout out. I will be building it with you. I'm offering a free assembly service for it. So if you happen to buy one, then I will help you assemble it, no charge or anything. It's going to be probably a pretty easy installation. So really excited for that, and I guess we'll see how that turns out. But I think that's it for the Rivals stream tonight. Kenny, any last words before semifinals?
Semifinals next week, guys. Please. Oh, yeah, that's right. Guys, please tune in for next week. Semifinals will be big. We're going against University of Texas at Dallas, I believe, UNTD.
Oh,
Did they?
So
They won.
UTD's
They won. Oh,
they're a good program.
they're a good program. Well, that means we'll have some competition. So it's going to be a good game next week. Semifinals to go to the championship. I don't know if Tennessee or UTEP won. I know that quarterfinals going on right now to see who Maryville goes against in the other bracket. But we'll.
Y'all's bracket is stacked. This is nuts.
Yeah, we got some good teams. But I want to shout out to all my boys in Serbia again. Slava Serbia, Peter. I love Peter. Shout out to my homegirl Jess out in LA. She taught me the thing IRL. Shout out to all my boys in Carolina, Dash, Justin, Alex, Mr. Super Gonkdroid, AJ, all my homeboys watching. Appreciate, much love. Stay on 4. All right, actually, let's do. Oh, you guys want to do any shout outs?
My dog.
My mom's watching. My
My mom, my dad, my dog. My niece, my nephew, my sister, my brother-in-law.
Bro. Shout out to my dad as well. My dad. Anyone else?
Hi, homegirl. Thank you for watching.
Is he?
Nobody's watching. I'm the first man.
This guy, bro. All right. One last thing, guys. On 4. Little Goon. All right. Goontastic 6 on 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goontastic 6!
That's the team of the year right there. Congratulations on y'all's big win tonight, and thank you for coming in person. Love the interviews as usual. Can't wait to see the VOD of this too when I upload it. So we're going to go ahead and end stream now. Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate the support, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday for Rivals, but tomorrow for Rocket League as well. So tune into that stream as well. We'll see y'all later.